We're going to get started in 1 second, guys. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you all for being here. We're going to go ahead and get started. We are now joined by California Baptist student athletes Kinsley Barrington and Nene Calhoun. We're going to open it up for questions for the student athletes. Second row on the far right.
Joe Reedy, Associated Press. There was that adjustment period coming up to D1 where you won the conference a couple years ago, but couldn't couldn't participate in the tournament. What's it like finally being in here now?
I think it means everything, especially for those who were here and that weren't able to make it to the tournament. So for us to finally make it to the tournament and just put on for CBU, and for those who didn't, just means everything to us.
And then just what about playing UCLA and, not having to travel that far for this matchup?
Yeah, I think it's cool because hopefully it feels like a home game for us. Everybody back home is trying to come out, so it's really exciting for us because that doesn't happen a lot, like first round. So we're just very thankful for the opportunity to just go down the road and play.
This isn't just for us, just for CBU women's basketball. It's for our community. It's for everyone who supported us during the whole time. So for us to be here and playing at UCLA, they can all just travel with us and just feels like a home game.
Hi, so you're coming off a strong regular season with only 2 losses and winning your league. How do you think that success will translate into this postseason?
We're going to start with Nene and then Kinsley.
Okay. I think we have a good mojo right now. We're like very tight bond with each other. So I think going into postseason play, it just helps us a little bit better just knowing that we can do it. We've been winning. We've been striving forward. So I think it's a good start.
Yeah, we are really close-knit, and I feel like we just have fun when we play, and I think we've shown that in the regular season play, and hopefully it can just transition onto the court tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Amanda. This question is for both of you. There's been a rise in media around women's college basketball this season. What do you think that means for the visibility of your program?
We'll start again with Nene and then go to Kinsley.
I think it means everything. Like I said before, it's like we're finally putting CBU on the map so people can know who we are, especially being a mid-major school. So knowing that there is a lot of media going around, we can show how we play basketball, make sure for the next generations that people know who CBU is, and then just starting from there.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for us to showcase what we can do and what we have done in previous years. It puts our name, like she said, out on the map, and it just gives us a good rep on CBU name.
This question is for Nene. So you were named to the WAC All-Defensive Team this year. What does that honor mean to you, and does it give you any added confidence coming into this tournament?
I wouldn't say added confidence. I've been growing up just playing defense. That's just been my number one goal, especially this year, is just to defend. If I can make noise on the defensive end, it can get all of my teammates riled up and get us going, especially on the offensive end. So that was just an extra bonus that I made the all-defensive team, but just putting it on to the floor tomorrow, just making sure I'm locked in defensively, and hopefully that gives us a spark for the offensive end.
So what about the matchup going against UCLA? They got talented point guard in Kiki Rice, but also with the backcourt with Charisma Osborne, plus plenty of size with Lauren Betts. Just what's it like going up against those 3 players?
I think we're approaching it like any other basketball game, especially with how we played in the regular season, preseason, just approaching it. We play basketball. They do exactly what we do. They're just at a higher level. So just approaching it like that, approaching it every game just back-to-back, so kind of just approaching it that way.
Any more questions for the student athletes? Thank you both.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, we are now joined by California Baptist head coach Jared Olson. We will start with an opening statement from coach. And in the background, if you could keep it down, please. We're going to start with an opening statement from head coach Jared Olson and then open it up for questions. Coach, go ahead.
Well, I don't really have that much to say other than Jenny Bramer in the back, high school friend, which is great. Yeah, that's really about it. So if you guys have questions, just go ahead and ask. Fire away.
Joe Reedy, AP. Jared, 3 years ago, we couldn't say this, but welcome to the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament.
Thanks. It's good to be here.
Just what's it like finally getting here? I mean, you had the great season 3 years ago, but couldn't do it because of the transition, but just finally making that step.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of be like a long-winded answer, but like on Sunday night, we had the selection show. We had quite a few people come and watch, and then we kind of found out where we were going to go. And I mean, at first I was kind of like not real excited about coming to UCLA because it's so close. You kind of imagine when you're going to go to that thing, it's going to be somewhere far away. And then when I got home, my wife was just kind of like, all right, you're going to be in a bad mood, and you're going to the NCAA tournament. And I was like, all right, I better get my act together. And what I kind of really started thinking about was like what it really means. And I really just had to take myself out of the equation. This is going to sound like, kind of a little holier than thou, but I just realized it wasn't really about me because the school, it's just such a big deal for them. And the fact that it is so close that we're going to play, we've sold over 1,000 tickets to come watch the game. And it's the first time that we've been there for basketball at CBU. And I think that it kind of culminates a long journey and kind of validates a lot of really hard work that's gone into over the last 25 years by a lot of different people on campus. And just seeing our name on that bracket next to UCLA, I think just made everybody that has gone to CBU, as a student or has worked there, or has, played women's basketball there, played any sport really, just kind of validated all the work that it's taken to go from an NAIA school to Division II school to Division I school. And yeah, the fact that we were so close, we actually earned it, a couple years ago and weren't able to go. I mean, that's probably it's getting kind of swept under the rug just from the standpoint that it's just such a big deal for the school. But yeah, I'm definitely glad to be here. That's the short answer to the long answer I just gave you. So.
Are you hoping this matchup with UCLA maybe in the future? Because I think you played USC this season, right?
We played USC last year, yeah.
Okay, but maybe more further regional rivalries and matchups with the USCs and UCLAs?
Well, I mean, I think in order for it to be a rivalry, we have to beat them at least once, and I don't think they're too worried about that just yet. We're just happy to be on the same floor with them. I think, every scheduling is always just kind of weird, and sometimes we've looked at playing some of those games. We have talked to them in the past about possibly playing, but just never really worked out. But, maybe that's something we would look to in the future. Maybe they'll come to our gym next time.
Hey, it's happened. I mean,
yeah, why not, right?
Yeah,
let's do it.
Northern California.
Yeah.
Just what about the matchup of going up against UCLA with, Rice at the point, Osborne, and plenty of size in the middle with Betts?
Yeah, they're really big. It's going to be a tough matchup for us. We haven't played anybody quite like them. I was just telling Ann in practice the other day, we have 4 guys that come and practice with us pretty regularly, and, for the most part, I'm usually telling those guys to hey, can you just not jump so high? I mean, you're probably a little bit bigger than somebody we're going to be matched up with. But this week I was like, guys, you're not big enough. You're not athletic enough. So, yeah, we'll just do our best. We're going to play Lancer basketball the way we normally play it. We're going to move the ball. We're going to shoot threes. And we'll go out there and we'll just do the best we can. I'm looking forward to it.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and my question is, your offensive program is really strong. You're ranked 12th in the nation. How are you planning on using that strength against the strong Bruin defense?
Yeah, I mean, they're the best defensive team we have seen, so I think it'll be pretty challenging. hopefully we can get the game moving. We like to shoot a lot of threes. We depend on just ball movement a lot of times to get a lot of shots. So, hopefully we'll be able to somehow pass and catch, and then see a few go through the hoop early and get a little bit of confidence and kind of see where that takes us.
Hi, I'm Kaylin. So Nene, she mentioned the impact your team has had this year, not just on the school, but the overall community itself. Can you expand on this and how much the community has jumped on board with this year's squad and is possibly motivating you guys to continue moving further throughout this tournament?
Yeah, well, Nae's from Riverside, just where we're located. So she came to CBU just to be on the hometown team. She was at Hawaii before and then transferred. I do think it's just kind of goes to show like what kind of an impact you can have using sports to kind of influence in a positive way and just kind of give back to the community that you're from. Like I said, we've sold like 1,000 tickets. I think it's a little bit over for people that are coming. There's going to be like 4 or 5 buses of people that are, just our typical fans. They're going to be coming out to the game, and that's not normal for us, so that's kind of a big deal, So for us, it's just been really cool just to be able to kind of like share this moment, like I said earlier, with everybody that's kind of done the work and supported us over the years, just to be able to see them come out here and watch the game. And, hopefully we'll make them proud with the way we play, because it does mean a lot to us that they come out here and support, because I do think we have a team this year that's kind of resonated with the people in our area. I think it starts with Nae, just because she's from Riverside, but just the way they play too. And I don't know, you only met 2 of them, but like we've got a team that, it's a great bunch of young women, and they really get along well with not only with each other, but they interact really well with other people. And they have been, before and after games, they're communicating with people and just kind of sharing the moment with them. So it's not just about us, it's about the whole CBU community.
Jared, how many members of that 2021 squad are still with the team?
I think 0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think 0. I think we have 4 coaches.
Just have any of those former players reach out this week?
I think that's probably been one of the highlights for me, just winning the WAC tournament last week and everybody kind of realizing, they're going, and we've had, I think I had, from that 2021 team, we had a couple girls that one of them, Caitlin Harper, was a grad transfer, played at Purdue the last 2 years. Another one, Nicole Evela Ambrosi, went to South Dakota. So we had girls that left, right, to maybe move up or whatever. And it was cool to kind of see them just kind of like check in, because a lot of times when people are transferring, you kind of think that is a negative thing, but they definitely took the time to reach out and show support. And then just all the alumni. I had a couple people from my first team at CBU, which is 12 years ago. We weren't even eligible for the Division II tournament at that time. That were texting me being like, hey, we're going, and they felt it, right? And it was not just like the team that's going this year, it was like every team was going. So I thought that was really cool, just to kind of like how it kind of broke down some barriers, but also just united a lot of people too, so.
You led a team to the D2 Final Four.
Yeah. But
how much, can you carry any of that D2 tournament experience over to this?
I guess I would just say I hope so, but it's just basketball, right? There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. The week prior, there's the fancy nameplates and the nice hotel. It's probably different than the Division II, but at the end of the day, basketball is basketball. And Saturday at 6:30, I know the game's on ESPN2. I know there'll be a lot of people watching. There'll be a good crowd, but it's just basketball. And so I think whether we're coaching at Pauley Pavilion or we're playing in my driveway with my 3 kids, I just love the game, and I'm going to try to win and just try to have a little bit of fun with it. So, yeah, it's just basketball.
Good variation of the Hoosier speech.
Yeah, thanks.
Any more questions for Coach? All right, Coach, good luck tomorrow, and thank you.
All right, thank you guys very much.